Welcome back to the Stoop football fans. It's your boy Lolo. I got Mark again here, and we are back with another round of Premier League Weekend Watch List.
Premier League Weekend Watch List.
So I know we usually only do 3 weekend watch lists where I choose one, Mark chooses one, and then the fans choose one. And of course they chose Leeds United by an overwhelming 84%, down from 92 of last week.
Which is why they are asking for a recount.
Yeah, they are demanding a recount. But this one, I just felt like we gotta mention this one.
It's almost the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
This is Liverpool and Arsenal.
Liverpool, Arsenal. Now listen, I thought at the beginning of the season that this match would matter because Arsenal were going to be vying for a top spot in Europe and possibly the top spot. And they were going to be vying with the leaders, the #1 team. Liverpool.
This has been neither.
This is neither. But here we go. And I was kind of right because this match does matter. This match matters a lot, actually. No, to Arsenal as well. Like, if we have any hopes of actually going up there, and numbers-wise, we could still be top 5, 6. We could still get in there. But we would have to do it by beating Liverpool. And if Liverpool has any chance of going up to top 4, they got to beat us. Yep. So I feel that this match matters very much to both clubs, but I'm only so biased. Let's bring in a super biased person. And yeah, I'm talking to you, the Demon Barber of 10th Street. What's going on, Kantack? Welcome to the show.
What's up, guys? What's up? It's been a while. I kind of miss it.
It's only been a
Mark,
week, but for
next.
real, right?
Yeah,
It feels like forever.
International break is tough, man. They just cram all those games in 1 week, and it feels like forever.
Yeah. Well, listen, Mark put his hair on the line because Wolves play West Ham, so we just recorded that episode, and he said 3 goals against Wolves, and he's putting irons in his hair. So now that you've practiced.
Is that, well, I mean, I could just get the tattoo needle out for that because I don't think there's much to work with on Mark's head in terms of hair.
No, I'll show you guys. We'll get it done.
Okay, all right.
Not a chance. So talk to me about Arsenal Liverpool. Why does it matter? Why should a neutral fan give a shit?
Well, because I mean, like, if you want to respect the history of the Premier League, this is just a massive match to watch. I mean, I know you're going to get on me for using the word history as an Arsenal fan right now because we're a bit of a banter FC at the moment, but
the moment being what, the past 10 years or so?
5. I would say the last 5 years. I mean, once we stopped making the Champions League, then it was okay. You know, we deserve the shit talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Liverpool just slipping down the league is tough since they were in such great form the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the talent on the field alone. I know we said that going into the Man United match, which was a dud, and then the Man City match where we got smoked. But I think with all the injuries Liverpool have, it could be a really wide open game. And just like the form that our front 4 are in, our attacking 4, could pose problems for them, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, Aubameyang's got some braids.
Yeah, that's a new twist.
That's new. They look terrible. They're just absolutely terrible. It's like he's a teenage girl who went to Jamaica with his parents.
Well, hopefully it just, you know, I'm hoping it just sort of loosens him up a little bit. He's having fun, and
yeah,
maybe the goals he'll just like whip his head around and knock one of the Liverpool defenders' eyes out or something, just sort of like blind him temporarily.
And given Liverpool's season,
that's exactly what's going to happen. Yes,
right,
for sure. That's fantastic.
I mean, listen, I was the one thing I did look at was the remaining schedule after Liverpool, and I think if we can pull points from this, we have a fairly decent run till Chelsea, and if we can, you know, capitalize on the games in between and after Chelsea, you know, there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to climb up the table.
Yeah,
you definitely do.
I was looking at that. I was looking at the list of difficulty of remaining schedule, and it looks like Liverpool and Wolves. Wolves actually have the easiest, technically speaking, numerically speaking.
So like the last couple of weeks.
No, period. They added them all up.
Oh, they added them all up, and then they had Najee on, and he crunched the numbers.
No, but
no excuses, Mark.
And then somebody threw out, and they were like, I want these for my pick 3, and I want these for my pick 5.
oh my God, shut up.
No excuses, Mark. You got the easiest schedule.
Exactly,
You
you got the easiest
leapfrog
schedule.
us then, right?
Exactly. But see, Liverpool also having one of the technically softest remaining schedules.
with us on there, which is just
With
like,
us on there, yeah.
Oh man.
I'm sure we
slap in the
bumped them
face.
up a couple points of difficulty.
Oh yeah,
But if they can beat us, they will be setting themselves up for some sort of run. They're only like they're only 3 points out, 6 points out of fourth place. Now that's going to mean Chelsea's going to have to slow down. Leicester City's going to have to slow down.
Of course, Aston Villa is going to have to drop the points for the games in hand that they have.
Yeah.
West Ham's going to have to slow down. I get it, but Leicester have been, they're injured. Aston Villa have been, they're injured. West Ham is got to come back to earth at some point, you would think.
Against the Wolves?
I know. Hey, what better team to do it than Wolves? Like, let Mark have a day for once.
Hey, he's got a jersey now.
Oh, that only took 2 months.
Yeah. No,
two years,
seasons.
I should say. Yeah.
But listen, what I'm saying is Liverpool may want it more. That's the thing.
For sure. And I think, but they also have Champions League now. Like, they've got Madrid coming up, which, they could use to focus on getting back into the Champions League as well. And with their injuries, who knows what Klopp is going to do? Because he generally tends to focus on one competition at a time. So it wouldn't surprise me if we both kind of like took a step back.
Well, listen, I'm fine with Martinelli getting the start. I'm fine with Lacazette getting the start. They've been practicing with each other for all week or week and a half because they weren't on international duty.
Oh, right.
And there's been some great footage of Martinelli playing very well.
Everybody looks good in practice, man.
And the videos that they show you, yes. Agreed.
Yeah.
But listen, Pepe wasn't on international. Most of our team was not on international duty, so we should be the freshest of all teams coming through this. So why don't we go ahead and do score predictions then, fellas? We'll start with you, Mark. So I would like.
Let me tell you. Liverpool does need this if they are going to move or stay up in competition for top 4, top 5. Arsenal needs this if they are going to make their move and maybe get into Europe or top 4. Who knows? This is going to be a draw.
Yeah.
It's going to be a draw.
I kind of feel
2-2.
that. 2-2.
2-2.
It's
not
like
Tommy 2-2.
0-0. All right, Matt.
I mean, when I was running the numbers, I had said that we would probably draw Liverpool and Chelsea, and then run the table on the other teams. But I'm going to go with 2-1 Arsenal then, since Mark took my 2-2. I do feel like it's certainly within the realm of possibility against Liverpool in the league this year to get some points off them. And then, we kind of look good. We look good if we can do that.
Yeah.
It was, I can see a performance like the one we had against Chelsea back on Boxing Day, where we caught them in some really bad form and just sort of put them to the sword.
Yeah.
If you take minus the 30 minutes against West Ham, we've been in really good form over the last month and a half. I mean, really since Boxing Day, we've been a top 4 team.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I've been saying it for weeks. I was afraid that Liverpool was going to have their poor form, and then they were going to be ready. They were going to have a good run of form, getting them ready just in time for us to play them. And I feel like that's what's happened. They've kind of been getting some momentum and getting some movement. Salah looked very happy playing in Egypt internationally, playing for Egypt internationally. He had a little bit of happiness. Mane scores every frickin' time against us. Firmino usually plays really well against us. It may be this, and Jota's on fire. It may be this old foe mentality where they show up against us and completely forget that they've been bad all season. And
yeah, I mean, Arsenal definitely have a little bit of being a slump buster in them, you know, where another team uses them to find their form.
Yeah.
But that I would have said that back before December. Now I think there's just the mentality we showed being down 3-0 to come back and earn those points and those irons in your head. Like you haven't seen that in the last 5 years. So I'm not like it worries me less, the old foe mentality.
Yeah.
Now it worries me less now more than ever, you know, in like really the last 16 years that I've been following.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay, so let's hope for that. And I'm going, all of that being said, as much as that concerns me, and I do think Liverpool is in really good form, I think we come out and we put out the effort that we showed during the Tottenham game and during the second half of the West Ham match and the Chelsea match. And I'm going 2-0 Arsenal. I think we blank them. I think we frustrate Salah and Mane, and Firmino's having to play too deep the entire time because we're attacking. And I think the only way we win is if we attack the entire time. If we try and play back and do a possession-based and play the ball back, Xhaka's going to pass it to Firmino or Mane, and they're going to score. So
do you think that Firmino will be playing because they'll be saving Jota for the Champions League?
Possibly.
You know, do you think that that's sort of where their lineup is right now, where Firmino's losing his place?
I don't know if it's Firmino losing its place or because Jota can almost slot in for all three of them.
Yep.
Yeah, but he seems to be the one that's getting dropped, you know?
But to me, that seems more of an optics thing to me of like you can't drop Mane or
the
Salah.
optics that Firmino hasn't scored has scored like 2 goals in the last 16
Firmino
months.
does so much more. Firmino isn't needed to score. Ask any Liverpool fan, when Firmino scores, it's a bonus.
Yeah, I get that. However, not when they're not winning sort of hides that.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
And you can make that argument, but when you are the number 9 and you guys are losing and you're not scoring, and like teams have sort of figured out how to contain Mane and Salah as best they can because those two are just so world class. They're always going to find a way. Like Firmino then looks like the weak link that just can't finish. And trust, I like Firmino. I've always been a fan of his, and I was making that argument myself. But you know, losing sort of puts the spotlight on your blemishes, and I think attacking that, he's one of them for sure. And Jota has been playing so well.
I think Firmino would look better next to Jota this season. I think there's something is wrong mentally between those boys, between the Salah, Mane, Firmino.
I'd love to hear that.
I don't know if Salah and Mane are just not friends anymore, or they never were, or what. But something's just not clicking there, and that's what I'm hoping for, is that we can frustrate them for the first 20-30 minutes, because that throws them off of their game and they start to individualize things. And
do you think we see El Neni now that he's had like 2 screamers in the last 5 weeks?
I
think we do. 100%. Like Xhaka needs a rest. He's played every match like for the last 20, every minute of every match.
Yeah.
I kill El Neni on this show, but you know, he seems to be finding a bit of form. So again, we need Europa more than we need the Premier League.
Yeah,
I think so.
My problem though, anytime El Neni scores a goal, is that when he's going forward is when he does us the most damage as well, because he's a defender. Like I know he's a midfielder, but he's a defender. And so when he's pushing forward, it's like we don't need that. Like, we have all these guys; they should be able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the bigger problem is Luis going forward for glory.
I've been saying I want to see David Luiz as a CDM. Like, put David Luiz in Xhaka's role and get a real back line.
They've tried it. It didn't work. Well, not in Arsenal, but he's definitely been put in that position before.
I don't know.
I just think you can't play El Neni and Xhaka at the same time.
No.
You know, it's not.
If we do that, it's such a defensive-minded thing that we're inviting 3 or 4 of the best players.
But then if he's not playing defensive enough for you, and you play him with Partey, do we expose ourselves too much in the back? I think the form with Gabriel and Luiz, although I don't think they'll both start this game again, because again, Europa.
Yeah.
Do we leave ourselves exposed at the back if we play El Neni and Partey?
No, I think El Neni and Partey allows Partey to be more in the center of the pitch, and it allows him to pick those passes when he gets a little bit forward. We've seen when he has to be the last line of defense, he doesn't get a chance to make those passes as well. He still can. He can make those long ball passes. But I think with a more defensive-minded person with him, maybe they could do a give and take there.
Yeah, but somebody's got to cover for Tierney when he goes forward, though, and I think that's what sort of Xhaka is perfect for.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see, man. I've heard some rumblings of maybe Ramsey coming back. How do you feel about that?
I've heard Ramsey coming back to the Premier League, and then he's been linked with every single team in the world, or in the Premier League. Listen, I've always been a big fan of Aaron Ramsey. I didn't think he got I don't know, because he did get a lot of playing time.
He didn't get a lot of
he got a lot of playing time. He didn't get all the starts, but he was featured in almost every. At least
when he was healthy.
At least in the end there, when he was healthy. I've always loved his attitude, the way he plays, the ferocity of which he plays, and I would think he's gotten better. I haven't watched him enough, to be honest. So if he's only gotten older, then no. But if he's gotten wiser, and
he's expensive though.
Yeah, and if no. So I think I answered this question on somebody else's live show one day when they brought this up like a month or so ago. And I said, if we could get him back for the price and at that age, sure. Yeah, I'd love to have him right now at that age and for that price. But right now he's a little bit older. He's not getting all the starts. I didn't see him playing for Wales. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's a pass as well.
Yeah. I think if we can keep Odegaard, that would be great. I don't.
Number one priority. It has to be the number one priority.
But that's not up to us in a lot of ways.
No, well, it is if we make the price right. Then it's up to us.
Yeah.
But the better he plays for us, the higher the price is, the higher the likelihood he goes back to Madrid.
And Madrid is in need of a player like him. For some reason, he wasn't doing it.
Well,
over there,
I mean, you know, you have Modric, I think. So I think he's just going to be taking over that role.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. They're in need of a player like that next season. So I don't know. We may lose him forever, but I think we now have a player that we can model after. Of like, oh, we need somebody like that.
Yeah.
Not we need Ozil again. We need a player that's like him. And maybe Emile Smith-Rowe grows into that player.
He could.
Because
he could, for sure.
I don't think he's fully ready to put the entire weight of a team on his shoulders.
No, but I think he can certainly lighten the load for Bukayo Saka and Martinelli in the next few years. I think those three are clearly the future, whether or not we keep Odegaard.
Yeah.
That's our core going forward in the front. And we just need to sort of bolster positions around them and sort of, upgrade and add depth. And, we'll be back to where we were. I have no doubt,
Definitely, man. Well,
where we were, I mean, by like top 4 Champions League. Maybe not doubles every other year.
No,
because
let's get
so
there. Let's get there. Trust the process, Matt.
I agree.
Well, okay, fellas, it's been fun. You guys calling draws. I'm calling a Gunner win.
No, I said 2-1.
Oh, you said a win.
I said 2-1.
I said a draw.
I said 2-1 Arsenal.
All right, this dickhead over here.
Yeah, always the contrarian.
Old dickhead on my left. Okay, well, it's been fun. We'll see if any of this happens, and then we'll see you on the post-match, hopefully. Kantack.
Yeah, for sure. And one last point. Henry greater than Aguero.
Yes, it will be sad for the Premier League to lose a striker of Aguero's abilities and his class. The dude is class. But I'm sorry, best striker in Premier League history? No, sorry.
No.
Sorry. Thierry Henry.
Who is the best striker in Premier League history?
We already said it.
But what does the fan base think?
They're going to say Patrick Bamford or somebody. Like, give me a break. Some other Leeds player.
They'll say Mark Viduka.
Yeah, Mark Viduka. But anyway, that's it for the weekend watch list. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go. Let's beat Liverpool. Get them the hell out of here.
Go blue tonight. Go blue.
And go blue tonight.
Subscribe,
I don't know who that
smash,
means.
do all
Let's
the
go Michigan.
Yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff.
said that.
Peace, y'all.